Hi, I'm Alfonso, and you're now listening to the Atlantic Marine Podcast. And today we have two very special guests, Alan Blanco and Brian Gonzalez from Center Console Only.
Thank you for having us.
Too much.
No, thank you, Alan, and thank you, Brian, for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Center Console Only. Let's get into it. Tell us a little bit more about that brand, that name. What is it?
Well, Center Consoles Only has kind of been an idea that we've been tinkering with for a long time. I personally have had an obsession with boats since I was little. My father brought that on to me. So I've always had this thing stuck in my head that I've wanted to create something special that made a positive impact in the boating industry. So from that point, I've had all kinds of crazy ideas. Brian and I have built websites. I mean, I'm talking about, 15 years probably?
At least.
So it's not something that came overnight. It was an idea that wasn't Center Consoles Only at first, but, formed into Center Consoles Only just through, trials and errors and different ideas and concepts that we put out there. So once we finally got Center Consoles Only, actually, in 2012, I started an Instagram page called Poop Deck. So that was just a domain I owned, which surprisingly was became valuable. So I was like, man, let me create this thing and just see what it turned into. So I just started sharing content that was attractive to me, fishing, spearfishing, boats, whatever, and that grew. It got a lot of attention, and we actually started getting some opportunities on the boating side. So Eric Taggart, which is my brother-in-law and another partner of ours, him and I went to a couple of boat shows and started just doing boat videos under that Poop Deck name. And we're like, obviously that's not going to be the company name, but Center Consoles Only is what, it finally turned into. And Center Consoles have been what I've been around since I was little. I love the yachts and all that, but I've never really, had the experience with it. So that started. I called Brian. I was like, look, this is what I want to do. This is the idea. Let's create this. Let's build a website. He was a little skeptical because we failed in several, not failed, but we built nice products, but didn't have the ability to put them out there properly. We didn't have the capital. We didn't have the experience to market it and get in front of people. So social media gave us the ability to just put the effort, without knowing what's going to happen. Exactly. Yeah. So there's no money involved. You just got to put the sweat into it. So we did that. We, built a website, got started, and thankfully got some manufacturers to jump on board, somewhat early, where we can say, hey, we got some legs going here, and eventually jumped into it full time in 2018 and haven't looked back since.
And I met you in Haulover Marina, and you had already at the time 60,000 plus followers. And I was like, holy crap, that's Alan from Center Console Only. Can I take a picture with you?
I remember that.
And you know what was coming in? It was a beautiful boat. And I wanted to say something triple Mercs. And it was...
I think it might have been a Blackwater 36.
I think
we
so.
were there with Coco that day.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. And I was like, yo, look at these boats. These guys are onto something. They're getting great content. So we started following you. I knew I was already following you. And now you're at 357,000?
No, I think 399. We're just about to hit 400 on Instagram.
400,000.
TikTok surprisingly has surpassed it. We're at, I think, almost 500,000 there. And the crowd is a little different, but, it's funny at the boat shows where we thought TikTok was, a bit of a joke. We have, 40, 50, 60-year-old men coming up, hey, the guy's from TikTok.
Yes.
So that's when we started hearing that. It was like, okay, we got to kick this in gear. And ever since then, we've hit that, and it's grown pretty quickly. And YouTube is where a main part of our focus is with the YouTube Shorts and all our, beautiful content, like the detailed stuff with the drone footage and all that is all on YouTube. So
yeah, great cameras, great footage, great boats, a lot of information. You guys just don't show the boat. It's very informative, and it's very good. I'm seeing some boats that I wish I can have, and then I see some boats.
It's a tease every day.
Let me tell you my rule about boat shows. I don't get on boats. If I can't afford it, I don't want to even get on it, because I get that urge, and then I get sad afterwards. So I said, never again am I climbing on a boat.
Roller coaster of emotion.
Roller coaster.
Well, the thing is that's the way that you kind of manifest those dreams together. So 100%. There's certain things that we've gotten into now that have been, at least for me, it was a dream, a complete dream early on. So it was just, hey, we're gonna make that happen. And now, we've been able to accomplish a few things to the point where, I have a lot of confidence not only in myself but in the whole team of what we're capable of. So I'll sometimes throw us into some crazy projects, live streaming 13 CVs for the unveiling of the 450Z, and I personally have no clue how to do that. But I'm like, hey guys, we got to do it. So I just set that up. So we have a great team between us, and we're all good at different things, which is good.
A lot of support. You have Mercury that you guys do a lot of work with.
Yeah.
You've done the unveiling of the 600 with the lower unit that turns on itself.
V12 600s.
Yep.
Everything that comes in pretty much new, you guys get the first look at it, and you guys show the boats, which is really cool. For those that don't know, you work with manufacturers, I'm assuming. You showcase their boats. Do you sell their boats as well? Do you have a brokerage? Are you doing that?
Yeah, we have a obviously full service brokerage, both new and used. We do help a lot of the small manufacturers, especially the local guys down here in South Florida, building phenomenal products and just kind of don't have the exposure, don't have the sales arm necessarily. So we do help a lot of the small guys. And it's been a lot of fun for us. I mean, it's just like Alan said, we get these opportunities and we just kind of roll into them. The brokerage, we do in-house financing as well. Whether we sell the boat or not, we've helped a ton of the people who follow us on the YouTube, on Instagram. People just reach out and say, hey, we don't know any of the other finance companies. We don't know any of the other brokerage houses.
Correct.
We at least see you guys. We know what you're doing. We see that you're trustworthy. Help us sell the boat or buy a new boat or what have you. So that's been a lot of fun.
So you guys do that, and as well, if the manufacturer's out there and you need to showcase your boat, and they contact you guys, guys go over there and you showcase their boat, of course. There's probably a deal involved in that, and you guys work the numbers out, and that's what happens.
Yeah. It's been, like Alan said, it's been a roller coaster of emotions all throughout the process. I mean, it's been a lot of years. He and I have been messing around with stuff for a lot of years before that, and I remember I'll never forget this. When he came to me with the idea of center console only, I said to him, and I quote, "This is the last one." This is the last one, because we never really capitalized on it financially, right? So we built these products, we just didn't have, like you said, the reach. We didn't have the reach, and so I'll never forget that I said, "This is the last one, man. Let's give it hell." And I think that's what we continue to do every day.
Luckily, it's worked out so far.
Expanding, I noticed that you're building. I have very good friends of mine, little Jose and Danny. Shout out DD Management. They do construction and they're right next to you guys.
Oh, no kidding.
And they're like, hey, center console only. They're doing something in there. They're remodeling. And then you also put a video up of you doing the building, the office.
Yeah, we moved from a 1,600 square foot little warehouse that we were in for the first 3 years to a 5,200 square foot location in Doral. And we do a lot of things that most people don't know about. The videos are what you see, but we're entrepreneurs. We try to find different dots to connect. So we get into different scenarios, and we've done everything from consulting, boat designs. Obviously, we picked up a lot of experience at this point. Wow. And all we do is try to learn, and try to see what comes up. So something that does happen, which is probably the most exciting part about it, is we get a lot of opportunities. People reach out, hey, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. And then we have the opportunity to get involved and help in one way or another. We've built websites for different manufacturers. Brian's done that. So there's a lot of things behind the scenes and a lot of things that we have going on right now that are, exciting. We just keep it kind of under wraps until, it actually comes to fruition. But, we try to do things a little bit different. We do the boat videos, but everything is about learning. We go out there and try to learn and absorb as much as we can about the boat and then relay that through video, which some people don't like to do. You're very good at it as well. Congratulations, you guys have come a long way also.
Thank you.
But yeah, most people don't want to be on camera, and although it's awkward, for us to still do it, at least we do the best we can providing the information. We never claim to be the most all-knowing of boats, because you'll never know everything about boats, electronics, everything else. But it's always a learning process, and we'd like to put the occasional pretty video on our platforms, but for us, it that offers no value. A drone video like this with music doesn't really do it. But if you're actually going through a little bit of detail and someone can absorb something and leave that post and say, hey, you know what, that was cool. Yeah. That's what we try to achieve with pretty much every social media thing or piece of content we create.
For example, you just put a post up. It's for loading your boat when...
The boat remote.
The boat remote.
I was there yesterday.
Man, how cool is that?
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. If I had that boat and I had that house, I would definitely get the boat remote. I put the button, that thing's down already. I just slide right in, lift it up, and we're
Well, the
up.
thing you get people that complain. They're like, oh, I just want to use the fob, and I was like, we always joke about that, because why would you not use something that makes your life easier? A bow thruster, yeah, you're the best captain in the world, but when the current's ripping just right, that bow thruster makes your life 1,000 times easier.
100%.
So this product, it's the same thing. You have the fob, you can hit it from the dock, but you can also control that thing and know exactly what your lift is doing from the other side of the world. So you're just connected to it, and it's just another option to take it that much further to the traditional stuff that's out there. We enjoy seeing that kind of thing.
Really cool. So now we learn a little bit about Center Console. We have a major boat show coming up now. It's called the SoFlo Boat Show. It starts May 19th through the 21st. It's going to be in Key Biscayne.
Yep.
You guys are involved with SoFlo Boat Show. I noticed that you are sponsoring and helping them bring boats in, bring dealers in. How did that go?
Yeah, I mean, you asked earlier if a Center Console's only boat show would ever be, and you never know. But we have talked about it. We actually almost created something at the Hard Rock Stadium. But most people don't understand what goes behind one of these boat shows. It's unbelievable the amount of work that goes behind it, working with the city, Durham, everything else. So we linked up with Tony Albello and his crew at Engage Live, and these guys do the Coconut Grove Art Festival. They do Wadapalooza. They do, I think, one of those Halloween Horror Night things in Orlando. They have a big country music festival. So when it comes to producing events,
Event makers. Yeah.
these guys are like it. Tony did the Grove Slam for like 10 years back there, 200-plus boat fishing tournament, legendary. You still see pictures and video of the bikini contest.
Still surfaces.
But, these guys know what they're doing. So usually with a lot of the things that we get into, instead of trying to do everything on our own, we try to partner with someone that's better at a certain aspect of it. So one thing I told Tony, I was like, man, we had the idea of doing this, but if we can get together with you, kind of make an impact on our side with the things we're good at, you guys handle the things you're good at, and work together on it, maybe this is our boat show, so.
Yeah, definitely. I think I see something there. I think you guys have a lot of pull. You guys could bring in a lot of manufacturers, a lot of product, Seakeeper.
You're going to be there.
Yes, I'm going to be in the
Atlantic
show.
Marine is going to be there.
Yeah, booth 102. We got a 40 by 40. We have 2 dock slips outside, and we're going to have Suzuki, Honda, Volvo. We just became a Volvo dealer, so we're doing
Very
Volvo
nice.
Penta, and Suzuki, Honda, and Yamaha. We're going to have there, and the Seaborn boats as well.
Awesome.
I know Sea Hunt's going to be there, Invincible's going to be there, Contender's going to be there.
Yeah.
A lot of heavy hitters are going to
CV,
this show.
Sea Hunter. Yeah, we got a lot of big names in there, and a lot of quality dealerships that are also going to bring their wide range of boats. So from that to the vendors inside as well, Captain Harry's, and a lot of those. I mean, it's going to be an air conditioned tent. Center Console's only is going to have its own VIP experience for $49. You get in there and you drink free all day, or $99 all 3 days drink free. I don't know about you, but
Open bar.
Can't
It's a
beat that
no-brainer.
that's a deal and a half.
We work boat shows. We know how much alcohol costs. Open bar for $99 for 3 days is a deal. I don't
Yep.
care what anyone
Yeah.
says. That's
We're gonna
a
have
deal.
our Orion in there
Nice.
as like the backdrop, and we'll have our YouTube videos playing on 6 televisions. So it's gonna be a cool place to come hang out with us, and hopefully we get everybody in there and just have a good time. Also, I'm gonna mention we're hopefully gonna bring an Explorer X7 that we are building, and we're also working with Icon EV. So we might be introducing what's hopefully gonna be our next giveaway.
So we did the Reef Runner 23. You guys gave that away.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Customers super happy. Then we got the Costa.
Costa 264.
Woo. That's my
Just
boat.
delivered that
I
to
like that
Virginia.
one.
Yeah.
That one still hurts.
That one's still
Yeah.
like, what? You guys even use that boat? I don't think you even
I think
used
we
that
had
boat.
58 hours on
Yeah.
that thing.
I think
even
it
6
traveled more than it actually
Oh
was
yeah.
on water.
No, it was on the road
It did,
way
but
more.
just like short distances, and yeah, I was on at a lot of boat shows. But that boat is phenomenal. We didn't want to stack the hours on it, just because the intention was to build something. What we try to do is, or at least in our mind, is like a CCO custom line of boats. So as we do give them away, and assuming this all continues to work out and people support it, we've given almost $300,000 to drivedry.org.
Very
through
important.
this campaign, the 2 boats.
Wow.
We want to continue making impacts on them, and also other nonprofit organizations that we've been chatting about. So it's a win-win. We get to use a beautiful boat for a while. we get to deck it out, and then we get to give it away to someone that supports the stuff that we do.
So you guys are like the Shelby of Ford.
Well, that's kind of the idea. We,
Something
you know,
like
the guys
that.
have, the
Denali
guys have
of
kept
GMC.
the guys have kept the wraps on, so we'd like for it to eventually be that maybe we have 10, 12, 15 of these boats scattered around. And if you have one of these CCO custom boats, maybe there's a little more value behind it.
Oof.
You never know what.
Well, it
what
is
comes.
custom made. I mean, it has its own electronics. You guys pick
Oh,
the
we
difference.
deck it out. We deck it out. Every little nut and bolt.
Seakeeper. The Reef Runner had a Seakeeper.
The
in
Reef
it.
Runner had a Seakeeper. We're currently in the process of installing a Seakeeper on the Orion.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
that one, if and when we do raffle it or
Ooh, you
give it
raffling
away,
the Orion?
I don't know. May
Not
happen.
yet, but
Miami International Boat Show next year.
You heard it here
gotta
first.
use it for a
Alfonso.
while.
Got it.
with everything we've had going on, we've barely been able to use it. So that one we want to actually get out and fish the thing, because with all the work stuff, when we're on boats, it's usually work related. Luckily, I went to the Bahamas with Plantation Boat Mart and
Shout out to
fished
Mo.
a little bit. Yeah, Mo hooked that up on a 41 Blackwater, which is amazing. Caught my first like big yellowfin tuna. We picked up
saw.
4 of them. Actually got 2 and a so. My arms still hurt from that, but you know, at least I got to get out there and fish. I really enjoy it, and just don't normally get the time to.
I
to
saw
do
you
it.
grab one. I'm like, oh, that's it. For me, that would have been done. I grabbed that one. I'm going to go sit back and watch everybody else fish.
That's what I thought, but you keep seeing the rods.
I know. But
And if the sharks weren't so bad, I mean, we would have had 15 fish on the boat, which would have been excessive. But you know, we pass a little bit to everybody, give everyone, you know, a nice chunk of yellowfin. So you know, we keep a little bit. I vacuum seal them and store them. But you know, Brian got some, my family got some, my parents, my brothers. So you know, it's a good thing for everyone to get a treat that they normally don't get in a fresh yellowfin tuna like that. You know, so.
Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast show. Please follow Center Console Only if you don't follow them already. They got YouTube. They're on TikTok, Instagram. They're one of the top leaders right now in Center Console Only in showing boats, informative, really good stuff. You guys have very good content from parts to sound systems to engines to center consoles. And maybe one day we'll talk about bow riders, no? Yacht cruisers? You guys just
jump
center
on one
console.
from time to time.
Yeah, right?
Maybe a pontoon here.
Maybe
and there.
a pontoon
Oh,
with
I'm liking those
triple
pontoons.
450s. You saw that?
Yeah.
99
Yeah.
miles an hour.
I saw it.
No thanks. I'll watch that one from the dock.
And remember, SoFlo Boat Show happening May 19th through the 21st. Go check out Alan and Brian. Go look at that beautiful Orion that they have there in display. Make sure you get the tickets and do the VIP lounge with Center Console Only. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for being here in Atlantic Marine. You guys do a great job. Keep out the good work. And, man, I can't wait until next year.
Thank you for
Thanks,
having us,
Alfonso.
Alfonso.